So we are discussing about films. In the previous class, we discussed about television production, how television functions, television news basically. Now today we'll discuss about films. In the previous class also we discussed about different organizations or branches, departments of film division, like a film division, certification division, archives division, and children festival, film festival divisions. Right? Today, we will discuss about the films. So, film is a audio-visual medium, right? Audio-visual medium means film has a audio, like a voice or dialogues, and visual. Visual means you will have a videos and the persons in that video. Okay, the dialogues, music, and some emotions. Okay, film is actually every film has its own story. So whether you like or not, film is presented as a story. So take an example of any movie, recent movies. So for example, take example of a Kantara movie. So Kantara, everybody watched the movie either in theater or in OTT. Okay. So if you talk about Kantara movie or any film, it has a storyline, one storyline. So in that there are characters. Characters speaks their dialogues. Okay, you will listen dialogues as well as some background, some information as well as some emotions as well as some uh, story for every film, right? Like, but so there are two types. There are short films. We call it as short films or feature films. What is the difference? If any movie or any movie is more than 40 minutes, it can be called as a feature film. If it is less than 40 minutes, it will be called as a short film. Okay, remember this point. So in any audio visual format, for example, even so, can we say any audio and visual combined makes a film? No. For example, if you see presentations, PowerPoint presentations or visual presentation. In the visual presentation, they present data. Even PowerPoint also, they have a text, graphics, and voice. But it is not a film, it is a presentation. So in a feature film, which has a story, which has the characters, which has the dialogues and emotions and background music, okay, that can be called as a feature film. Second category is documentaries. What is a documentary? Documentary. So in a feature film also, so if you talk about feature, may be a fiction. అంటే మన ఇష్టం వచ్చినట్టు రాసుకోవడానికి వస్తుంది. అంటే ఇట్లా జరిగింది అంటే మనం నిజంగా జరిగిందా అంటే మనం ఏం చెప్పలేం, అట్లా జరగాల్సిన అవసరం ఏమి లేదు. సో ఇప్పుడు మనం ఎప్పుడైనా సినిమా చూస్తే we won't find any reality. Sometimes some films made as a reality, sometimes it's a purely fictional story. Okay, it may not be happen to you or me or somebody. It's purely fictional because in the beginning also they mentioned disclaimer. So this film is based on a purely on fictional characters. So no resemblance to any other story is not intentional. Okay, and purely fictional, even though it's taken storyline from different books or story novels or any books. So it purely fictional. So the difference between the feature films and documentary is the reality. So it may be happened earlier or it is happening now. Okay, it is based on reality. Reality based on a character, person, or place, or event. Okay, documentary film maybe, but it has a audio and the characters, sound, emotions, everything. So the difference between a feature film and documentary is it is a reality based one. It's a non-fiction, but feature film is a fiction, right? Sometimes we may watch this biopics. So biopics also they mention in the beginning disclaims that it is a purely fictional character. Fictional means so based on the real life story and some added fiction. So if you have some fiction in the movie, then only it will attract the audiences. Otherwise, it won't. Right? This is what different types of films. And one more point is I will pick one. So feature, we talked about feature films, right? Feature and documentaries. Uh, so then, hmm. And one more thing is, first one is we discussed about feature films. Second one is documentary films. Third one is fictional. You can call it as a magazines. Magazines means here magazine means so it's based on a particular topic. So you more likely find in a TV. A magazine story means particularly on a topic. Okay, they give you a detail. If you read a newspaper, you'll find editorial pages. Right? In the editorial page, one editorial describes the entire background and present situation and advise everything. So if you read an editorial on a particular topic, you will learn all the things, background things, and the situation, current situation. Same way, films also. Magazine films are more like a editorials. Okay, but it gives a depth. That means if you read a newspaper editorial, you'll get a depth information. Depth information. Likewise, if you watch these magazine films, so you'll get a depth information about that particular topic. Okay. But the difference between the magazine editorial in newspaper and the film is, so in the newspaper, just you will get a text. Text, sometimes you will get a one photograph. But here in a magazine films, so you'll get a full information, text. Sometimes you get text, voice, voiceover, and visual and graphics, GFX. Okay, so it's like same like a editorial page, but here, in the paper, you will only but in a film magazine, So you'll get text, video, audio, and graphics. So that is the difference between news magazine in paper and films in and particularly the fourth one is children films. So some films are restricted to children. So for the children films. So the children films are related to children issues, children how uh, uh, and children films also can be watched by elders also, but the more focus is on children. So it is for the children, and then they give you knowledge about particular topic or issues related to children, how to tackle that situation. So that type of films will be there. So if you search for a Google in children film, you will get some film. So children message oriented. Okay. So more specifically for children and general audience also can be watched this children films. And actually in animation films. So animation films, everyone knows, like any English movie or any, basically you'll find this animation movies are from Hollywood movies. Okay, so instead of characters, they'll create a digital characters, and they speak and act like a human beings. These are the animation films. So, difference between this feature films and animation films. In the feature films, you will find a living actors, but here in the animation films, the characters are designed with the computer graphics. Okay, so even you can design a who actors, earlier actors, like if you find Yamadonga movie of NTR, you will find in that movie, you'll find a senior NTR. So that is because of animation or graphics. So VFX, we simply call it a visual effects. With the help of visual effects, you will get a characters. We will design the characters. So if you watch any English movies, like there are so many English movies. Okay, English movies, some creatures you won't see on the earth, but you will find on the movies. Okay, that is the different types of films. Here also, so any film. So actually, we go for a review, film reviews. Film reviews. So what is a review? So we review a film. So we'll describe the content, story. Okay. Right. Film review. So why you're reviewing a film? So if you see any newspaper on Saturday, you'll find some reviews on movies that released on Friday. I understand this one. So why they review the film? So they give describe details of plot. Okay, they describe the plot, acting, how actors are acted, direction is good or not, or music, technical aspects. Sometimes we also appreciate the technical quality of a movie. Some movies, see, for example, Brahmastram, a recent movie, so which was failed to attract the audience, but the technical values of Brahmastra movie was good. So review gives a technical value to this Brahmastra movie technical. That means graphics and music, everything is good except the plot and acting. even direction also. So if you have some knowledge about movie reviews, so they basically see for plot, acting, direction, music, and technical values or theme. Sometimes theme. Is theme is based on particular topic. So based on this, theme is also important. Okay, so actually these five are very important in reviewing any movie. So plot, acting, direction, music, and technical aspects. Okay, and uh, in the film review, they review how the plot is developed, how the actors are acted, direction and music are used. So it also gives sometimes if you write a review, so we'll appreciate if the work of a actors is good, acting skills are good, or a flat the story plot is good. So the reviewers writes that okay that this part is good. Okay, they also appreciate the this plot, different aspects, and they give you some reviewers standards. Okay, this part is good, so we need to improve. They appraise your work. That is the film review. If you read any newspaper, English, basically English newspaper, so on Saturday you will find reviewers at even if Times of India, Hindu paper. Okay, you will get these reviews. So based on people are even nowadays people are using this ratings, right? So somebody will write the review about particular this movie. So based on the okay, if he says good, you can watch it. Then people will uh, are ready to go and watch. So if says the review says the film is not good, so the story is not good, actors are not acted well, and the direction is not good, music and background score is not good. So based on that appreciation also, the people will watch or may not watch. Okay, these are the important. And even music also. So sometimes if you movies has some will decide whether that music are good or bad. Some if you watch a movie, so you will immerse with the movie itself. సో మనమే ఆ మూవీలో ఉండి మనమే యాక్ట్ చేసినట్టు ఫీల్ అవుతాం బికాస్ దట్ మ్యూజిక్ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ మ్యూజిక్ అని లేకుంటే సమ్ టైమ్స్ ఇఫ్ యూ వాచ్ అన్మ్యూట్ యువర్ మ్యూట్ యువర్ video and just watch, so you won't get any emotions. Same times if you on the audio, so audio and visual, so you will get another experience, right? మన సినిమా చూసినప్పుడు కొన్ని సినిమా అక్కడ ఏముండదు, కానీ మ్యూజిక్ అంటే మనకు ఎమోషన్స్ క్రియేట్ అవుతా ఉంటాయి, మనకే బాధ అనిపిస్తుంటది ఆ మ్యూజిక్. దట్ ఈస్ ద మ్యూజిక్ క్రియేట్ ద ఎమోషన్స్, రైట్? కొన్నిసార్లు ఆ మ్యూజిక్ ని బట్టి మనకు భయం ఇస్తా ఉంటది, ఒకలాంటి మ్యూజిక్ వస్తూ ఉంటుంది, సస్పెన్స్ క్రియేట్ చేయడానికి మ్యూజిక్ వస్తూ ఉంటుంది. సో స్క్రీన్ మీద ఏముండదు, స్క్రీన్ మీద కొంచెం లైటింగ్ లేదో బ్లాక్ ఉన్నప్పుడు మ్యూజిక్ లా డిఫరెంట్ గా వస్తుంది, అప్పుడు మనకు భయం వేస్తూ ఉంటుంది. ఎందుకు? వై? ద మ్యూజిక్ ప్లేస్ ఏ రోల్ హియర్, సో దట్ క్రియేట్ ఏ ఎమోషన్స్. ఓకే, దట్ క్రియేటింగ్ ఏ ఎమోషన్స్. సేమ్ వే lighting also, lighting is also important in movies. So lighting can affect the scene or mood and shape how we characters are see. Sometimes lighting highlight చేస్తూ ఉంటారు కొన్ని parts of so for example, if you watch a periodical drama like old movie, so lighting is different. సో ఇప్పుడు ఒక రాజుల సినిమా ఉంది అనుకోండి, ఆ లైటింగ్ విల్ బి డిఫరెంట్. ఎట్లా ఉంటుంది రాజుల సినిమా అంటే కొంచెం ఆరెంజ్ కలర్ లో ఉంటుంది, సేఫియా దే విల్ చేంజ్. సి అండ్ ఇప్పుడు ఇఫ్ యూ వాచ్ పర్టికులర్ సైన్స్ ఫిక్షన్ మూవీస్ చూస్తా ఉంటే ఎట్లుంటుంది, బ్లూ కలర్ ఎక్కువ బ్లూ ఇష్ ఉంటుంది. ఇప్పుడు అబ్జర్వ్ చేయండి, నెక్స్ట్ టైం యూ వాచ్ మూవీస్, ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ రిలేటెడ్ టు historical or periodic drama, like any movie, even if it's the Kantara movie. Take example of Kantara movie, recent movie. So I'm taking example of recent movie. If you watch a Kantara movie, it's more like a lighting they used as a touch reddish color. మీరు ఎప్పుడైనా చూసారా ఈ సినిమాలు అబ్జర్వ్ చేయండి? కాంతారా మూవీలో చూస్తే ఓల్డెన్ డేస్ లో ఎలా ఉండేదో అలాంటి లైట్ ఎక్కువ అనిపిస్తుంది మనకి. ఎక్కువ ట్యూబ్ అంటే డే లైటింగ్ తక్కువ ఉంటుంది, అండ్ ఆరెంజిష్ కలర్ ఎక్కువ అనిపిస్తుంది. మన వైట్ కాకుండా ఆరెంజిష్ ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది. అదే ఇఫ్ యూ వాచ్ సైన్స్ ఫిక్షన్ ఆర్ సిటీ ఓరియంటెడ్ చూస్తూ ఉంటే, సో యూ విల్ ఫైండ్ ఏ వైట్ లైట్, ఎక్కువ వైట్ గా అనిపిస్తుంది. అంటే ఫిలమెంట్ లైట్ కన్నా ట్యూబ్ లైట్ లో ఉన్న ఆ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఎక్కువ వస్తుంది. చూడండి మీరు ఇక్కడ మూవీ చూసినప్పుడు యూ విల్ అబ్జర్వ్ దిస్ పాయింట్స్. ఓకే, ఈవెన్ కెమెరా మూవ్మెంట్స్ ఆల్సో ఇంపార్టెంట్. సో వాట్ ఆర్ ది ఇంపార్టెంట్ పాయింట్స్? మ్యూజిక్ ఈజ్ ఇంపార్టెంట్, lighting is also important. Lighting is also plays a crucial role. Okay, and camera movements. Editing also, see, any movie, recent movie, I have old example. Okay. Editing. See, sometimes old so editing is to limit the storyline. So information, you want to convey information in a 2.5 hours. Okay, అంటే ఎంత 150 minutes ఎంత ఉంటుంది, 150 or 143 అట్లా ఉంటుంది కదా. 2.5 hours, 2 or 15 minutes or 20 minutes within this timeline. Okay, you need to convey the story, right? So for that they use editing techniques. Okay, sometimes we don't require any extra explanation. Without extra details we can understand. Okay, for example, a movie, so Pokiri movie lo one example, old movie, even though it is a old movie. Okay, so every movie, so take example of any movie. మనం మూవీ చూసినప్పుడు కొన్ని సమ్టైమ్స్ షార్ట్స్, కెమెరా మూవ్మెంట్స్ ఆల్సో ఇంపార్టెంట్, అండ్ ఎడిటింగ్ ఆల్సో ఇంపార్టెంట్. సో కెమెరా మూవ్మెంట్స్ ను డైరెక్ట్ కట్ తీసుకుని వస్తే ఒకలాంటి ఎఫెక్ట్ వస్తుంది. కట్ అనదర్ ట్రాన్సిషన్, అంటే లైక్ ఫేడ్ ఇన్ ఫేడ్ అవుట్ తీసుకుంటే ఒకలాగా వస్తుంది. అనదర్ షార్ట్, వన్ షార్ట్ టు అనదర్ షార్ట్కి వెళ్ళేటప్పుడు డిజాల్వ్ తీసుకుంటే ఇట్ గివ్స్ అనదర్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఆర్ అనదర్ మీనింగ్. ఇఫ్ యూ యూజ్ ఎనీ ఫేడ్ ఇన్ ట్రాన్సిషన్, that also gives another meaning. Cut, if you use a cut, that is the another meaning. Okay, based on the transition also, that means whenever you use transitions while editing, that gives a period. So for example, I want to show in a movie, so from day 1 to day 2, what will we use basically, or some distance, for example from days. ఏం చేస్తారు? దే యూస్ ఫస్ట్ దే గో టు ఫేడ్ అవుట్ ద ఫస్ట్ ఫ్రేమ్ అండ్ ఫేడ్ ఇన్ ద సెకండ్ ఫ్రేమ్. ఇన్ ద మీన్ యూ విల్ గెట్ ఎ బ్లాక్ స్క్రీన్. సో దట్ మీన్స్ సమ్ టైమ్ గ్యాప్ ఇస్ హ్యాపెండ్. ఇది చాలా సినిమాల్లో ఉంటుంది. ఎడిటింగ్ ఎట్లాంటి టెక్నిక్ అంటే, ఒక సీన్ ఉంటుంది, కనిపిస్తుంది, సడన్ గా అది డార్క్ అయి బ్లాక్ అయిపోతుంది. మళ్ళీ నెక్స్ట్ సీన్ ఏమవుతుందంటే డార్క్ నుంచి మెల్ల ఇంకో ప్లేస్లకు ఓపెన్ అవుతుంది. అబ్జర్వ్ చేశారు సీన్, ఈ ఫేడ్ ఇన్ ఎఫెక్ట్, ఫేడ్ ఇన్ అండ్ ఫేడ్ అవుట్ ఎఫెక్ట్. అది ఎందుకు యూజ్ చేస్తారంటే, ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ పాస్ టైం, ఓకే ఇన్ని రోజులు అయింది, లేకపోతే సంవత్సరం అయింది, 6 సంవత్సరాలు అయింది, 5 years అయిపోయింది అని చెప్పడానికి దే యూజ్ ఫేడ్ ఇన్ ఫేడ్ అవుట్. ఓకే, ఇఫ్ దెర్ ఇస్ నో టైమ్ గ్యాప్, ఇన్స్టాంట్లీ అనుకుంటే దే యూజ్ ద కట్స్. ఓకే, that is the important Music is also important. Lighting, camera movement, editing, appearance is also important. How the characters are looking. For example, manam if you want 19th century మూవీ అనుకోండి, ఆ టైంలో ఎలా అపియరెన్స్ ఉండేదో అలాంటి దానికి ట్రై చేయాలి. నాట్ లైక్ ఇప్పుడు ఈ రోజు ఎలా ఉన్నామో అలా ఉండకూడదు. ఈవెన్ ఇట్ ఈస్ 200 years ago ఎట్లా ఉంటుందో, సో వీ నీడ్ టు స్టడీ అండ్ వీ నీడ్ టు డిజైన్ అవర్ క్యారెక్టర్స్. ఓకే, అలా కాదు నేను అప్పుడు 200 years ago అట్లా జీన్ ప్యాంట్ వేసుకొని నేను నైక్ షూస్ అండ్ ఏమైనా గ్లాసులు పెట్టుకున్నా అంటే ఉండకపోవచ్చు. దట్ టైమ్ ఇట్ మే నాట్ బి హ్యాపెన్. ఓకే, so 200 years ago, okay, if you want a movie, making a movie on 200 years ago, some on topic. So see, for example, in a Kantara movie. So why I am talking this means we are discussing about the films, right? Then only you will understand. Kantara movie, first story begins at 17th century. Okay, 17th century లో వాళ్ళ forefathers ఏదో ల్యాండ్ డొనేట్ చేస్తారు. ఓకే, దెన్ అనదర్ మళ్ళీ ఒక దే గివ్ ఏ 1980, సారీ ఫస్ట్ 1971, రైట్? దే కమ్ బ్యాక్ టు 1971, దెన్ 1980. సో at that time just they use the transition fade in, fade out, and next series started. So this gives a time lag, ఏమంటారంటే ట్రాన్సిషన్. అంటే 17th century నుంచి ఇప్పుడు 21st centuryకి రావడానికి. సో దే జస్ట్ యూస్ ఎడిటింగ్ టెక్నిక్ యాజ్ ఎ ట్రాన్సిషన్. సో ఇన్ 2 hours ఫిల్మ్లోనే మనకు 200 years చూపించేస్తారు. బికాస్ దే యూజ్ డిఫరెంట్ ఎడిటింగ్ టెక్నిక్స్. అప్పుడు ఏం జరిగిందో, ఇప్పుడు రాజుల కాలంలో ఏం జరిగిందో అక్కడ నుంచి మళ్ళీ ఇక్కడికి వచ్చేసినాం మనం ఒకేసారి. ఎట్లా పాసిబుల్ అవుతుందంటే దే యూజ్ ఎడిటింగ్ టెక్నిక్స్ లైక్ యూజింగ్ ద ట్రాన్సిషన్స్. ఓకే, దట్ ఈస్ ద వే ఆఫ్ టెల్లింగ్ ద స్టోరీ. అండ్ సో ఎనీ మూవీ, ఇఫ్ యూ టాక్ అబౌట్ ఎనీ మూవీ, so any movie has any movie, first in the beginning itself we discussed about story untundi. It has a story. Okay, so producer we required because who is the responsible for production of all production activities. Like you need to select the characters, you need to choose the artist, you need to check the crew and task, you need to arrange the budget. Okay, it's the producer, and the director is the responsible for executing the vision. Okay, and actors, we have actors and actresses. Actually, we simply call it talent, or talents. We simply call it, we can call it talent. Next, write script or screenwrite. Script writer ఉంటుంది కదా, script writer or screenwriter. Screenwriter. Even we have a music director. Anyone else? Music director. So these are the basic. Even if you want to make a small movie, also we need all this. Story we need, producer we need, actors we need, script writer, and music director. Music is the compulsory. So whether you get it from the YouTube or whether you buy it from a website, but somebody has created that music, right? So you are paying for that. So these are the basic structure of okay. Okay, everybody left now. Nobody is there. So only Pawan Kumar is there. Pawan Kumar, we'll stop here. Nobody is there, no?
Yes, sir.
So basic, nobody is there. Only you and me are there.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Pawan.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.